Here's something I find a little ironic. Estate planning attorneys spend their entire careers making sure their clients have a real plan, not a drawer full of good intentions, an actual thought out strategy for what happens next. But when it comes to their own practice, most of the estate planning attorneys I know have nothing, a fuzzy idea, a someday, I'll figure it out when I'm ready. If that's you, you're not alone, and this video is for you. Think about the clients you've served over the years. You sat across from families who waited too long, who didn't have a successor trustee lined up, who assumed it would all work out, and you cleaned up that mess. Now flip it around. You built a practice over decades, real relationships, a reputation, clients who trust you with some of the most important decisions of their lives. And when you slow down or step away, what happens to them? No clear successor to take over those relationships, no obvious way to get paid for the goodwill you spent years building, and a quiet worry in the back of your mind about what happens to your clients and your staff if you just stop. So you keep working a little longer, not because you love every part of it, but because the exit isn't clear yet. You never let a client leave their legacy to chance. You don't have to do that with your own practice either. That's exactly why we built the Maat Legal Succession Program. This is a guided succession path for estate planning attorneys who want to turn their practice into a retirement asset, not just walk away unpaid after decades of work, who want to choose who takes care of their clients and carries on the philosophy they spent a career building, and who wants to transition out on their own terms without dropping a logistical and emotional mess on their staff or their own family. This is not a broker throwing your firm on a listing and hoping someone bites. This is a structured, ethics-compliant succession plan with Maat Legal standing behind it every step of the way. Now here's where it gets different, and I want to be honest about why this matters. A lot of people can broker a practice sale. Very few actually understand what happens after the documents are signed. Because we operate our own estate planning, trust administration, and probate practices, we know exactly what comes next. We know what it looks like when a successor trustee calls confused, when a family walks in to start probate in the middle of grief and doesn't know where to begin, when a client pulls out a trust you drafted 15 years ago and needs someone who actually understands the philosophy behind it. When we help you transition your practice, we make sure your clients land with a successor who is supported by a real platform that knows how to carry out the work the way you intended. You're not just selling a practice, you're handing off a long-term promise, and we take that seriously. The program works in 3 steps, and it starts with something simple. Step 1 is a short 2-minute succession survey, just a few questions about your practice, your timeline, and your goals. It helps us tell you quickly and honestly whether you're a fit, and what the right next step looks like for you specifically. Step 2, for attorneys who qualify, we build a real succession strategy together. We help you understand how a practice like yours gets valued. We match you with a vetted successor attorney who understands trust, tax, and the sensitive dynamics of estate planning clients. We arrange financing structures so a qualified successor can actually make the acquisition work. And we build an ethics-compliant transition plan, client communications, staff planning, open matters, all of it. Step 3 is the part I love talking about. You retire with Maat Legal at whatever pace fits your life. Full exit at closing, if that's what you want, or a defined of-counsel period where you introduce clients, support the successor, and ease out gradually on your own timeline. Your clients are not left to fend for themselves. Your staff is not left in the dark. Your practice doesn't just disappear. You retire on purpose with a plan. The Maat Legal Succession Program is a good fit if you primarily practice estate planning, you built a real base of repeat clients and referrals over the years, and you're somewhere in that 1 to 7 year window of wanting to slow down or fully step away. And here's something I want to say clearly. You don't have to be ready to retire right now to start this conversation. The attorneys who get the best outcomes financially and emotionally are almost always the ones who started planning a few years before they were truly ready. Sound familiar? It should. That's exactly what you tell your clients. If any part of this resonates, the first step is simple. Take the 2-minute succession survey. You can click the link below wherever you're watching this, or go directly to maatlegal.com to learn more and get started. You spend your career giving your clients a plan for everything that matters. Now it's time to give your own practice the same. Click below or go to maatlegal.com right now.